Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this month on Minecraft. This month, Quackity returns to YouTube. Hytale is going ahead, and can you beat Minecraft while beating yourself? Starting off, Mr. Simon Hypixel has made things clear about Hytale, where it's going and what will be happening. A week ago, he replied to every single comment about Hytale, and here is what he said. As for the game itself, he is prioritizing releasing the game and not rebuilding systems. It is planned to release before GTA 6, but that could change. He also says that the game is far from complete and early access will definitely skip parts of the story. As for the features inside the game, proximity chats, a friends system and dungeons will all be available on release. It is planned for survival to be the main game mode, with adventure mode to be added later on, and the pet companion will also be added later on too. As for gameplay, the top priority is the actual feel of the game itself. That includes NPCs, wind and whatnot. Things like bird sounds and NPC behaviors will change depending on the weather and time of day, and those two things will also change as you progress through the story, so the game is not just about free play. For the nerdier side of things, both the game engine and its scripting will be in C#, but the plugins are still to be determined. The game will likely release on its own custom launcher to avoid any additional costs, but Notch did say that it could later release on Steam, but we don't know yet. And there will be 3 different versions of the game on release: the base edition, supporter and founders edition. I could be wrong with that, let me know if I'm wrong, please let me know. Although Notch has specifically said there will be no GoFundMe and it's better to just release it. And for the hardcore fans, the lore of the game won't be a priority at launch and it will come later. Notch is thinking of rehiring ex-lore devs, so the game's lore is what it was intended to be in the first place. Other features like a creator program will come later after release. 1,000 of the current cosmetics for the game were made by the old team, and Notch encourages anyone out there to give their ideas to the team. He also encourages modding for the game when it comes out as well. And that is all the updates for now for Hytale. The future is looking very promising, I'm not gonna lie. Imagine last month we had lost all faith, but we're back. I'm very much looking forward to all the future updates. This month, Mazy and Ulrich have had a massive situation come out. Here is what happened. A few days ago, Mazy released an 11-page document detailing her time with Ulrich. According to Mazy, her and Ulrich had an abusive relationship that ended on the 5th of November 2024. Well, a couple months later, when VidCon was about to happen, Mazy was told that Ulrich would be there. She broke down in tears because she was promised by people that he wouldn't be there. The 18th of June came the day before VidCon and Ulrich was due to arrive on the 19th. Mazy said she saw a man who looked like him and started to panic because of the trauma and left dinner. When Ulrich came to hang out with the group the next day, Mazy didn't go with them because of the trauma. The next few days she would spend completely alone because the rest of the group was hanging out with him. Right now you would think that the group are pretty bad people. The group consisted of members from Eclipse. On top of this, Mazy had told Mid-Mystics that she was considering unaliving because things were that bad. She changed her mind and instead went to hang out with a different friend in VidCon, but the group were then confused as to why Mazy wasn't hanging out with them. You see, what actually happened in Ulrich and Mazy's relationship has always been a mystery. Mazy has only labeled it as abuse and Ulrich hasn't said anything about it. And after a couple days, Mazy would send this following DM to everyone. Summarized, it goes like this: the first time we broke up was in July of last year, but he wouldn't let it happen. I broke up with him properly on the 5th of November, and when he did, it was the scariest day of my life. I saw him breaking things, hitting himself while accidentally hitting me in the process. Flipping hell, these lot need mental help. My god, man. After this terrifying day, I swore to never see him again as it was traumatizing. After you guys invited him and making me consider unaliving, I'm appalled. After this extensive message, everyone that she knew who was in that group blocked her, unfollowed her on social medias and everything. There is also another thing about this document that does annoy me. Mazy says she doesn't want to see anyone cancelled, but then says I need to take priority for my safety. If I had an abusive ex, I would want them to be cancelled. Like, What? Both documents will be linked down below because a few days later, Jetstarfish came out with a document saying a lot of the stuff in Mazy's document was bullshit. Horseradish, dog poo, like bullshit, because it lacked a lot of context. It was lacking so much context to the point where Jetstarfish says there was no abuse in the relationship at all. Let's see what he said. As an FYI, Jetstarfish is also writing on behalf of everyone in the group from Eclipse, so just FYI. On the night of the breakup where Ulrich was hitting himself, he had locked himself in the bathroom and Mazy was never hurt. Mazy had also told different people different things on what happened that night. After she left the house from Ulrich, Mazy moved in with a guy a week after that she didn't know, and they started dating. I don't want to be rude, but that is the most American thing I've ever heard of in my whole fucking life. She wanted to bring him to VidCon too, but no one knew him, so the group protested against it, saying, "We have no idea who this person is." This would ensue a 4-hour argument, with the end result being the guy not getting invited. When VidCon came, Soap, the guy who arranged the Airbnb for everyone, tried his absolute best to make sure the two would not see each other. He did fail at one point, but listen, there's only so much he can do, you know. Soap would ask Mazy to go out when Ulrich was already outside with some other people, but she said no. Keep in mind, Ulrich wanted nothing to do with her and all he wanted to do was enjoy his trip. But here's the main thing. When Mazy spent days alone, she did it willingly. She didn't ask anyone else to come outside. She just expected them to go outside with her, which is really fucked up. Hence why when Mazy sent the really long message, everyone removed her. And that is where this situation ends. I did say nothing weird should happen at VidCon, like something always manages to happen. This month on Minecraft is on Spotify, so make sure you go stream it. Every episode since 2023 is out on Spotify, so make sure you go check it out. Also, subscribe while you're at it. Earlier this month, I came across a tweet from Take9 and it's about IamMaker. These Discord messages are vile. IamMaker texted his mentally ill ex, who not only accused him of assault, but also said that she's pregnant when she wasn't. And knowing all of this, he decided to text her again. Why? I have no fucking clue. Like, who in the right mind? I don't get it. Take9 leaked the messages, and ever since, Maker is yet to respond, so I guess we'll see. Last month, Quackity announced that he will be taking a break from content creation for the time being, and now we know why. He announced exactly a month later that he'll be launching a real-time translation app called Dababble. This app not only translates, but also uses the voice of the person speaking as well. Here's an example. Luis Moncada, one of the twins from Breaking Bad, has never had a conversation with his son in Spanish. Well, he technically did that, and here's his reaction.
Today was my last day of finals. I had chemistry and then soccer. My chemistry final went well. It was a pretty chill day, fun day.
Hoy ha sido mi último día de finales, tuve química y luego fútbol, así que me fue bastante bien el examen. Realmente no hicimos mucho, frío, día, diría yo.
Bro, that's amazing.
No, that's crazy.
You gotta make me cry, bro. You gave me his voice.
Yeah. It was like I just told him. Yeah.
That is a beautiful thing. Like, it touched my heart right now to hear his voice in Spanish. If my grandma was alive, she only spoke Spanish, she would have cried. And that is a beautiful thing, dude. I almost cry right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of holding it.
Overall, the app will definitely change the landscape, and I'm excited to see how it gets used. Genuinely big up Quackity for doing such a thing. I mean, he's doing some crazy shit. Props to that guy, man. Earlier this month, a modder for MCC Island came out saying how bad it was. Mel, an ex-mod, made some tweets on her private account about MCC Island. In these tweets, she was mainly complaining about how the team would handle certain stuff, and somehow Nox crew saw these tweets. They considered her tweets public harassment and in turn removed her from the mod team. But she says one thing that really confuses me. She says she wasn't removed for talking shit about the mod team, but it was the way she talked shit about them. What? Listen, I have no idea what the difference is. If you talk shit, you talk shit, you know? She even says herself that the stuff she said was a bit too far, and it does make me wonder what really goes on in the MCC Island mod team. Who knows, we might find out one day. Also this month, the Lifesteal SMP collabed with Block Wars and it was amazing. Instead of the roster being your usual creators, Lifesteal did a full takeover and brought out all of their creators, old and new. The event itself went really well and I highly recommend checking it out. YouTuber Avoma has recently opened up about surgery and how it went wrong. He had ICL eye surgery for a previous issue, but after he had it, he couldn't see that well. When he looked in some certain spots, he couldn't see at all and is now getting another surgery to fix that. All the best to Avoma and hopefully his issue gets fixed. Can you beat Minecraft while beating yourself? A question even philosophers like Zeus and Bilu couldn't answer, but there's only one man who can. His name is Robro. You might need to bypass the anti-gooning law the UK has put in, but it's worth it. This video is a must watch. You stop watching this and just go watch it. That's it for this month on Minecraft. Hope you enjoyed and I'll see you soon. Bye.